So you have found a home that you love, but there's some warts. There's some damage to the roof, the bathrooms are totally outdated, the HVAC sounds like a clunker. You don't necessarily want to buy this home in its current condition, but what else can you do? Enter the VA Renovation Loan. So the VA Renovation Loan allows you to buy or even refinance a property that you currently own, while also financing in repairs, upgrades, and modifications. Now, if there's one general rule for what you can and cannot do with the renovation loan, it's this. You cannot add or take away square footage. But here's some things you can do. You can fix and upgrade bathrooms and kitchens. You can repair a roof. You can repair plumbing. You can repair HVAC. You can add energy efficiency features. And you can add features for disabled veterans. You found the home you really want, but you know you want to use this renovation loan product. So you need to talk to your agent and make sure that you are engaging the selling side on your intentions, because the renovation loan requires a longer closing timeline than what is typical and a lot more due diligence from the buying side, which the seller has to support. So I would say it's a 6-week closing timeline minimum. But the seller also needs to understand that during that contractual period, usually during the first couple of weeks, their home needs to be accessible to contractors. So these contractors come in, take a look at what you want repaired or modified, and then they start submitting bids. Now these bids must be packaged up exactly how the VA wants it, because the VA has to, of course, approve all upgrades and repairs, as well as the overall budget. This can be a little painstaking, I'm not going to lie. So at any given time, I'll have 1 or 2 of these renovation loans going. And usually there gets to be a point where the buyers are just kind of over it, because it's the government, it's the VA, they don't make it easy. You know, their documentation has to be completed exactly right. Everything has to be turned in just a very specific way. There's a lot of back and forth, and it can get a little bit frustrating. But once you get through that, you will have a new loan amount. It will be the agreed upon purchase price plus the approved cost of repairs and modifications. Once we close that loan, it will initiate a period of 120 days in which all of those modifications and upgrades must be completed, and all invoices, proof of work must be turned back into the VA. So let's talk about the benefits of this program. Number one, it's VA, so you can go 0 down. Also, there is something to be said for being able to roll the cost of this work into your loan rather than using high interest credit cards or something along those lines. Additionally, even though working with and through the VA can be a bit of a pain in the ass, it does keep the contractors honest and make sure everything is done and all work performed is above board. Okay, so here's the challenges. So anything you're doing in the house has to be for livability and safety, essentially. Like there's not really any luxury items. Like for example, you cannot install a pool, though you can repair a pool. So everything has to be functional, okay? Like you cannot use this loan product for lifestyles of the rich and famous. It's just going to get denied all day long. Challenge number 2 is all work must be done by, of course, VA approved and licensed contractors. Now, if a contractor is not approved by the VA, we can make them that way. It's just an extra step. Challenge number 3, as I mentioned previously, this is absolutely going to be a longer closing timeline for a typical resale. I say 6 weeks minimum, but we could be talking 2 months, 2.5 months. And the last challenge is just finding a seller that's going to be willing to work with you through this process, because as I stated, something is going to be required of them too, mainly making their home accessible to all these contractors coming and going, perhaps even getting multiple bids for the same project. So that is the VA Renovation Loan. If you have any questions on it, please reach out to me. We always have 1 or 2 of these going at the same time. I'll talk you through it. I usually tend to give all the bad news up front because it's important to me that you understand fully what you're getting into by using this renovation loan product. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel.